hope everybody had a great Christmas and looking forward to the new year. I'm off back to a place that I had a good success, all thanks to a stranger just letting me know that the old pier was showing. So I'm going to make my way back there. It's a bit of a cold start, early start, thick ice, so hopefully I'll see you on the first good signal. Dumped a load of sand and pebbles back on, but they're still a bit exposed, so I'll give it a go. I've got my first good signal here. It's still a bit on the dark side, man, but just a piece of aluminium. I don't know if it's off a toy or something. Well, it's the first coin of the day. Like, I've done quite a few walls, but I was a bit early with my prediction of the sand. It's dumped loads back on and it's full of pebbles. Really hard to dig, but like I say, I've got first coin there, so as to say, things can only get better. So there's a lot of area to cover, and now we've got a bit of daylight. I might be able to see a bit better. Got another nice high signal here. There's a few across here. Just hoping it's not a dumping ground for alloy. Quite sure, I think it's a sixpence. I believe it's just one of the old pennies. I can't make out what monarch's on it, but I can just see Britannia on the back, so just had this thing, not quite sure what it is, but it's quite heavy. Well, it's one of them things that you get cleaned up and see what it is later. Thought I had a ring then, but I think it's just a copper flange. Out of the same hole. There's quite a few bits coming out of this hole. But yeah, I don't think it's too small to be a ring. Unless it's a kid's one. We'll keep it safe and have a look. I've got another coin here, another one that I'm not sure of. I can't make out of it. But be another one to get home and cleaned up. I've had a few 20 pences. And an old halfpenny as well, one of the small ones. Nothing. Right here. Looks like a modern day 10 pence this one. Again, not quite sure. I can see 2013 on it, so I assume it's just a 10 pence. Well, we've got ourselves another penny, I believe, the Predecimal one. Not quite sure, George V, I believe. Can't make the date out on it. But they're beginning to turn up again now. Nearly missed that one, I was just about to fill the hole back in. Just a modern day penny. Got quite a few going on down here. Not quite sure, I think it may be a dog tag, it's got like an hole there, so can't see now on it. Just had this one, not sure what it is, but it just goes to show to go over the areas again. I think it's just an old shilling. Well, this is the first coin I've had in a while. And I do believe it's just a modern day 2p. But I've been over this area time and time again. I think this is about the third time that I've been over it. Put that in my bits. Quite sure, but I think it could be a 6p. Just had this one out, I think it's another 6p, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if it's Edward. Just have to wait and see until we get that home and get it clean. But yeah, I did this area this morning. I just thought I'd have a go and just see how much the sea's done back onto the beach. Look at the pebbles nearly up to the top of the boards, whereas it was all exposed last time I was here. I'm going to call it a day shortly. I've got a few bits. Here's some of my stuff for my hunt today. Not that good really. I went back to the same place where I was the other week, where I got hundreds of coins. But obviously the tide's done a number on the beach again and brought it all back in and covered everything back over. I was hoping it hadn't. When I got there it looked like it hadn't, but to say the least I got a few coins. Like I got these Predecimal ones. I've got a couple of pennies. I think that's an halfpenny. I'm not quite sure what that is. I think it's a farthing. These two could be shillings. Could be 6p. Definitely an old halfpenny from the 70s. I got a dog tag. I'm going to clean that. I can't really see anything on it. I think there's a bit of writing on it, but when it's clean it might come up. A button. I got the usual coins. I got spendable 20p, a 10p, then the rest are just all grotty. Piece of an old car. Got this big copper pipe. This off a battery. I think it may come off a boat or something. I got plenty of junk. Bits of copper. Fishing weight. Well yeah, not a bad day for a few hours. I've had worse days. I'll show you these Predecimal when I've got them cleaned up. Here's my Predecimal coins from my dig yesterday. I've got George VI penny from 1948. I had a couple of them. Another George VI, that's one from 1937. I got a halfpenny George V, which I can't make the date out on that one. But they're cleaned up quite nice. Then I thought I had a couple of shillings, but this turns out to be just an old 5p. Whereas this one is a shilling. You can just make the crown out, or the crest should I say. But I can't get any dates off them. Then he had a couple of 6pences. Both of them are outside the silver bracket. That's from 1960. And I believe this one's from 1958. But my coin of the day was an Edward VII farthing from 1908, which I'm pleased with that. It's cleaned up lovely. I got myself a dog tag, like there's a name and number on the other side of that. So, but yeah, it was just a shame that the sea had dumped all the sand back over the pier. But I'm going to keep my eye on the tides. See, I do believe that that place has got plenty of potential. I'd just like to say thanks to all the subscribers, new and old, and I'm wishing you all a great new year. Thanks once again, much appreciated.